God created human in pairs. Have you ever heard of these words before? For your knowledge, these phrases are about finding your own soulmates, or more specifically about marriage. So this is the main topic I'll be talking and I'll be covering in more details in this video. Before I start my persuasive speech discussing child marriage, let girls be girls, not brides, let me introduce myself first. So my name is Nurul Adila binti Kadari Zaman and I am from class Hashem 2403BB. Marriage. It seems quite familiar to all of us, and the words itself meaning of speaks the connection between two souls. According to Peguam Syari'i Fazris Adnan's articles, marriage in Islam is more than yes I do. In Islam, marriage is not merely to make the halal the love relationship between a man and a woman. Instead, it is a sacred union where marriage itself is considered as an act of worship. With marriage, obligations and responsibilities come into play, and both husband and wife must know and need to shoulder together these duties to build a happy marriage life. Bear in mind that marriage will not be a successful one. It only functions successfully if each and every single unit of the family institutions works hand in hand to make it a reality. Speaking by which of marriage, not to deny, marriage contains many benefits for both parties, but for once, I would like to highlight the other sides of marriage. So, have you ever figured out about the current issues of early child marriage? Before I go through deeply about these kind of matters, let me shortly brief what is the meaning of child marriage, as I strongly believe that not everyone alert and acknowledge about this kind of issues. So what is the definitions of child marriage? So basically, child marriage is refer to any formal marriage or informal union where partners live as if married between a child under the age of 18 and an adult or another child. By referring to UNICEF Malaysia's article, child marriage is a global phenomenon affecting the lives of millions of children each year. Malaysia is no exception. It was reported that between 2007 and 2017, approximately 50,000 cases were recorded in Malaysia, with child marriage occurring in all communities across the country. So, have you ever pondered what are the causes that lead someone to end up in a situation where they need to take a risk in their life by making a decision to get married at a very young age? As we all know that most child marriage often happen to girls, many of whom are in a poor socio-economic conditions, and at the same time they were found to be lacking access to education and health services. So recently, I have been watching one video about a warrior's cry against child marriage by Memory Banda on TED official YouTube channel. The speech was presented by one girl from Malawi. For your information, Malawi is one of the most poorest countries, which is very poor, where gender equality is questionable. Growing up in that country, she couldn't make her own choices in life, and she couldn't even explore her personal opportunities in life. Because of this situation, it led her and her sister forcibly to get married earlier. This issue mostly happened because of the social and cultural norms that allow and perpetuate traditional practices of child marriage, and it also happened due to lame mindset of parenting during child development, where the girls are encouraged to not work hard in their studies, as once they grow up, they have to get married and be a good housewife to a man called husband. Bear in mind that Child marriage can violate the right of children and has a long-term consequences for children, especially for girls. Ladies and gentlemen, either you like it or not, we need to prevent and ban child marriage immediately for the sake of children's future. This is because prevention is better than cure. So, how to stop this child marriage issue? Firstly, we need to empower girls with a lot of informations, skills, and support networks. This can be done by creating a Telegram channel for everyone to access and always spread a kind and good words for them in order to make them feel motivated, appreciated, and valuable. Next, educate rally parents and community members. Families and community elders are traditionally responsible for deciding when and whom a girl marries. The best way to educate them is through providing and health and information campaigns about how child marriage impact on a children's health and future, often spark powerful change. In conjunction of this, I was gladly to mention that by holding a free seminar for general about this child marriage could help our community to understand more and I think this is a good chance to change their own old perception about early child marriage. If you are willingly to join the particular seminar, the benefits that you will obtain after becoming one of the participants are you will becoming someone who will be more open-minded and think wisely about your kids' future before making decisions. And then you'll be someone very careful by overview in every aspects of child marriage impact before you letting go your kids getting married early in case. Okay, lastly, the most importantly is you will be a good parent in this modern era by encourage your kids to be successful first by during raising the child, you encourage them from their childhood to keep going to be better in study. As for the call to action, fighting against the old is not our fault, and we have fewer power to do so. But there are options in life. Choose wisely while you can. Remember, we cannot change what is happening now, but we can change and manage our future by making a right move. So, in order to fight these issues from prolong, I'll keep the voice out and fight these matters until the end, no matter what will happen, on behalf of all the victims. In conjunction of that, I'll be create a petition to ban child marriage and continually spread the awareness on social media platform. Let people acknowledge the issues is actually a huge problem and should not be normalized on the next generation as it will rob children's childhoods. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.